We are now on our final matchup in the round of 16 in the Origin Cup. And this will feature Roland Garcia versus Antonio Nicoy Lining. Ako pa rin po si Noel Zarate. Ngayon, Roland, kakalabanin mo ngayon sa mga iniidolo mo. Nakakalaban mo rin dati pero hindi mo pa yata masyadong napupuruhan itong si Nicoy. So anong masasabi mo sa paglaban nyo dito ngayon?
Ang masasabi ko, sana pagbigyan niya ako ngayon.
Yan, short and sweet, ano? Nicoy, alam naman natin, sanay ka rin sa pressure. Pero ito nga ngayon, mga kalaban mo for a spot in the quarterfinals, itong si Roland. Ano naman ang masasabi mo ngayon? Papasok din sa ating laban.
Siguro, may the best man win na lang. Talaga, gagawin namin yung aming makakaya. Kung sino na lang ang buwinasin, yun na lang siguro.
Ito po magiging magandang matchup. Labanan ng Pampanga kontra Mindoro, Roland Garcia versus Antonio Lining dito po sa Origin Cup. This is match number 8 in the Origin Cup round of 16 featuring Roland Garcia versus Antonio Lining. And we resume now with the Origin Cup with Antonio Nicoy Lining taking on Roland Garcia. As we continue with the action, Noel Zarate still alongside AJ Ong. This will now determine who will go up against Baset Mukaybat in the quarterfinal stage, AJ.
Ayan, so itong si magbe-break. Sino ba nanalo sa lag natin?
Si Roland Garcia.
Roland Garcia.
Yeah. So, mga Sharkanatics, abangan nyo na lang kasi pagkatapos po nito, quarterfinals na tayo, dire-diretso. We'll have 2 matches in the quarterfinal stage featuring Dennis Orculio and Ronnie Alcano. Our first matchup, then Anton Raga kontra kay Jundel Mazon. So, our referee, Jaynard Orque, busy. And we had that long match between Baset Mukaybat and Jonas Magpantay. They really were very deliberate with their shots. And well-deserved for Baset Mukaybat. Nothing to be ashamed of if you're Jonas Magpantay as well. That was a 7-5 win by Baset Mukaybat. Roland Garcia, the 39-year-old from Pampanga, will be breaking. Now, this guy has been around the circuit as well here in the Philippines. Very soft-spoken, and he's successful on his break with a clean shot on the 1. 10 ball went down.
At ito si Anito Kid, still tuning in with us. Sabi niya, good luck, Nicoy and Roland.
And of course, one of my bets to win it all is here, Nicoy Lining.
Nicoy Lining, the silver lining.
That's what they call him, at least.
And shout out to Nicolas Paul Palmejar from Iloilo.
Yeah. So this is actually going to be interesting because one of, I was talking to Roland Garcia earlier, one of his idols in the sport of billiard is actually Antonio Lining.
Wow.
That's one of, it's very difficult to go up against the guy that you idolize. And in fact, they've played several times already before, but for some reason, Roland Garcia, he missed that one. Yeah, Roland Garcia has not won against Nicoy Lining.
Ever.
Yes.
Okay, so tingnan natin kung mag-iiba ang ihip ng hangin dito sa matchup na ito.
So, Lining now at the table with a covered shot here. He can see the 2 ball, but he's just going to try to make contact. Of course, Nicoy Lining, 57 years old, one of the veterans of the sport, and he will miss the 2-rail kick. It's a foul.
After the 2 ball, maybe he's going for the 3-7 combination.
Yeah, that looks like.
Tingnan niya.
Yeah, that looks like the only option right now.
CJ Jose Reyes, shoutout po sa wife kong si Jen Arsena, watching from Santa Maria, Bulacan.
And of course, Roland Garcia actually is asking for a shout out as well to Combi Food Park in Pampanga. And one of the places that actually support.
Pagkain na naman.
Yeah, Combi Food Park. We should go there one day.
Oo.
Of course, Roland Garcia is from Magalang in Pampanga. It's like one of the last towns you visit. Ooh.
misses the 3.
And leaves it for
This time.
Nicoy. Yeah, early jitters here for Roland Garcia. So I was saying about Magalang, Pampanga, that's one of the last towns before you enter the province of Tarlac. If you're on your way up to Baguio City.
Mhm.
Nicoy Lining, of course, from Calapan, Oriental Mindoro. 57 years old. He has been in the scene for decades already.
Yeah, itong si Anito Kid, may trivia tayo ha.
Mm-hmm.
Nicoy is an All-Japan Open champion and
He is.
winner of countless championships in Japan, which he has called his second home for a
Mhm.
while. Roland Garcia, on the other hand, was first runner-up against Carlo Biado in the World 9-Ball Championship.
That is right.
He is also the godson of the greatest of all time.
Efren Bata
Efren
Reyes.
Bata Reyes.
Yeah.
And of
Oh.
course, yan na, January 23, makikita natin ang
Yes.
pairing na yan. Ha?
Mhm.
Ay, hindi pala pairing. So, maglalaban pala ang godson at itong ating GOAT na si
Mhm.
Efren Bata Reyes. So, si Efren Bata will be paired up with Renato Alcano.
Yeah, Ronnie Alcano. And then they'll be going up against Carlo Biado and Django
Django
Bustamante.
Bustamante.
So you can see here, both gentlemen actually, they were able to put in one practice rack each. Because of the long match between Baset Mokaybat and Jonas Magpantay, they had very limited practice time. So again, it's about who adapts to the table fastest. Probably will take this one. It looks like Roland Garcia is well on his way to doing this. He's gonna call the 5-8 combination.
We also have a comment from Jericho Banyares. Naglalaro na pala ang kumpare ko at lolo ko, sabi niya. Si Jericho Banyares.
Leave it to these guys to really come up with something funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roland Garcia. He's moving around the table really quick. From what I know about Roland Garcia, is he's actually a quick shooter as well.
Isang rapido. And speaking
Mhm.
of rapido, andito si Ryan Bocobo
Yeah,
sa
Ryan
baba.
Bocobo. Yeah, I saw him also earlier.
Si Rapido.
I think Dennis Orculio is treating everyone to balot right now outside.
Yes, yun na nga. Sabi ko, nako champ, gusto ko sana kaso nga lang pasimula na yung
Yeah.
laban nila.
There's a balot vendor that passed by. Everybody gets free balot from Dennis Orculio. Again, one of the most generous
Yes,
people
yun na
you'll
nga.
ever meet.
One of the most generous indeed. And shout out to JR Biher Zaide.
Yeah.
Ayan, sabi niya pa shoutout naman dyan sa dalawang gwapong commentators.
Uy.
Alright.
Oh, this is not alright though.
Kaso nga lang hindi alright ito pare kay
Roland Garcia.
Roland Garcia.
Yeah, left the 9 ball there. And also landed funny on the 10 anyway. So don't expect anything less from Antonio Lining
Mhm.
to put away rack number 1.
I think the last time I saw Antonio Lining is sa nung dumayo ako sa Rizal.
Look at the speed. It's perfect on the 10.
Perfect.
Yeah, Nicoy Lining has this 10 to take rack number 1 against Roland Garcia. So he's on the board. Nicoy Lining, one of my picks, as I said, my picks to win it all were Roberto Gomez, Anton Raga, and Nicoy Lining. I've already lost one. AJ picked Dennis Orculio. Who was it you pick? Livan Corteza and Carlo Biado. And he's lost one.
Yeah, Carlo, Dennis, and
Yeah, look at what we
Livan.
look at what we have next though. The duel, as you mentioned, Ronnie Alcano and Efren Bata Reyes teaming up to go up against Django Bustamante and Carlo Biado. And then the first ever Sharks Bank Shot Showdown featuring Ronnie Alcano, Dennis Orculio, Roberto Gomez, and Django Bustamante.
and that will be on February 6th.
Yes.
And we have a comment from Edward Hoffman,
Yeah.
two of the best commentators. They are not just talking heads like some streams.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We try to mix it up, actually. We will be talking trash tonight when we begin
After this.
the Sharks 9-ball showdown. So the break now coming from Nicoy Lining. He is going to pocket the 9. Oh, 1 ball went in, not the 1 ball itself, but he is hooked on the 1. There's a ball down on the break. That appears to be the 7 ball. So Nicoy Lining is looking at this. Maybe can get a piece of this one ball. I'm not quite sure, but he opts to push out. And he pushes out to an area where the one ball is seen into the corner pocket. Now the question is, will Roland Garcia take this on? If he makes this, position on the 2 will be the next concern.
So shout out to Joseph Hipolito.
Mhm.
Sabi niya, Sir Noel Zarate, I miss your voice
Oh,
as an
thank you.
announcer in the PBA.
Yeah, the PBA is parked for now, sir. So since there is no PBA, there's no basketball actually until next month. Well, we do the FIBA Asia qualifying tournament in Pampanga, and I will be there for that. So, Nikoy, making contact. Well, thank you, of course, for that shout out as well. Oh, this is a smart shot coming from Nikoy leaning, hiding the one ball behind the 4.
But
Yeah,
he
part of
created
it.
a
Yeah.
problem there with the 5'9".
Yeah, 5'9". But the 5'9" looks like it's automatic. Looks like it goes. So, Roland Garcia probably can see a part of this one, actually. Enough to tap it. And he is calling for the one ball in the corner pocket, but we all know that he's just going to hide the one ball. He's going to cross bank this.
Yeah, possible cross bank.
Let's see if he plays offense on it, though.
A kick.
Yeah, he's going to kick, and he's going to hide it right there. Wow,
Oh,
using the 8
behind
ball.
the 8. Nice shot.
Yeah.
Shout out also to Hans Paulo Lustre. Sabi niya, mabuhay ang Sharks. Salamat sa magagandang laban.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much din, Sir Hans Paulo Lustre.
Looks like Nico is gonna he's gonna kick it behind the 8 to make contact on the 1. I've seen him do this shot before. Actually, I think during the World 9-Ball Championship, he tried one of these shots and he made it.
Man, look at
That's
this.
exactly what he did.
And rewarded with that shot
Yes,
as well.
that is the genius of Antonio Nicoy Lining.
The silver lining.
Mhm. And that
So the angle, if he's going to shoot
He
this
can
2
break
ball on the
this.
side, yeah,
Yeah,
he can break the
5'9".
5'9" cluster.
Yeah, but he missed it. It appears from the way he's attacking the table that the 5'9" is on. Although from our top angle, not quite sure he's looking at it right now just to confirm if it's on. He's going to shoot the 4 up table. He's checked it 3 times already to see if it's on.
Yeah. So also from Anito Kid,
Yeah.
Mapugay, sabi niya, the duel will be one incredible event.
Yes.
We have at least 6 world championships in various disciplines between those 4 legends and 2 Hall of
Yeah,
Famers.
this gentleman knows his pool. So
Yes, oh.
yeah, the 5'9" was not on. So Nikoy sees that he may be able to pocket the 5 into the corner, but Jaynard has to look at this contact.
Closely, yeah.
Yeah. No, it looks like a legal shot.
Yeah, and magandang nilapag yan sa sa size.
Yeah, and it passes the 8. Challenging, but this is Nikoy Lining we're talking about here. You can see it does pass the 8 ball. He's no stranger to pressure, I can tell you that. Bumped into the 10. Can still see the 9. It's just a longer shot.
There's still an 8 ball.
Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't see the 8 ball. You're
Yeah,
right.
so he's looking good right now.
Yeah.
Another bump on the 10.
Sort of straightens out the angle now for the 9. Yeah, no problems now for Nicoy Lining. So he is about to take a 2-0 lead against Roland Garcia. He just
But-
has to smile.
Yeah, but luckily he
Yeah.
left it.
Yeah, this is still a difficult shot.
He left it like this.
Looks like Roland's just gonna kick at this right now. Or if it's off the rail as it is, he might actually try to slice it. I still like your chances if you're gonna kick at it. It's exactly what he's gonna do.
Yeah. Oh.
No, he left it. And he's puzzled about the result of that shot. That was actually the higher percentage shot of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero yun nga lang, itong nangyari.
Yeah.
Pero tamaan lang naman ito panipis, no?
Yeah, he just has to aim at like the second diamond or something like that. Or he can go this way. This is easier. Oh my
Naku,
goodness.
Yun lang. Kasi yung side na yun,
I was thinking he would go the
yeah,
other way.
the other way is a lot better. But yun nga, baka inisip niya yung takbo ng pato.
The scratch, yeah, well,
Diba?
Roland Garcia will get a gift.
There we have it.
It's not every day you see pros missing 3 times on the 10 ball.
That's right. So it's one game apiece
Yeah.
for Roland Garcia and Antonio Lining. And of course, we would like to thank our sponsors, Bugsy Promotions, Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu, Aqua V, V-Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao, Mudcakes by V, Kikarex Kayanong ng Target on Air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Bounce Apparel, Music Avenue, Vehement, all about the process, Lulu's Apple Pie since 2000, Dehadista Sports Bar, and Liamadista in Quezon City.
So we now enter rack number 3 in that bizarre rack number 2 that went the way of Roland Garcia. And the 39-year-old from Pampanga will be breaking. Once again, this is the final match in the round of 16. The winner of this matchup will be playing in our fourth quarterfinal tomorrow, our second game of tomorrow as well. And the winner will be going up against Baset Mukaibat, who had a long, protracted match against Jonas Magpantay. It came up on top. And a successful break.
And shout out naman kay Baynard Garcia Magbuhos.
Yeah.
Ito shout out po sa mga taga Puerto Galera na walang sawang nanonood ng bilyar at sumusuporta sa mga bilyarista.
Well, you are watching, well, not right now, but one of your very own. There he is, Nicoy Lining, is here.
Mabuhay ka, kapatid.
Native of Mindoro, coming from Calapan, Mindoro, of course. Roland Garcia has this open layout right now. This is like a practice rack for him. He's going to have no problems now with this layout. He's going to shoot the 5 and the 6. And in fact, even the 7 in the same pocket right now. Comes up a little short in terms of the preparation, but he should still be okay to get to the 6.
So may nagsabi dito na baka hindi siya patulugin ng G's na yon. Sabi sa mga Sharkanatics natin.
Yeah.
Pag natalo tong si
Nicoy.
Antonio Lining. Yeah.
That was an unforced error. 2 unforced errors, in fact, for Antonio Lining. In that, on that 10 ball alone, he's had 3 already today. So far, Jonas Magpantay with 1. And Jonas is moving around the table really quickly. This is his pace. Or Roland, rather, is moving around the table really quickly. Roland Garcia. gonna take the lead. 2-1 against Antonio Lining. And again, of course, this is the final matchup of our Origin Cup. But up next, of course, for Bugsy Promotion and Sharks, the duel.
The duel.
Yeah, Ronnie Alcano with Efren Bata Reyes taking on Django Bustamante and Carlo Biado in the duel. And of course, we'll also that's on January 23, and on February 6 will be the Bank Shot Showdown. That will feature, of course, guys like Roberto Gomez, Dennis Orculio, and the aforementioned Francisco Bustamante and Ronnie Alcano. So entering rack number 4, and Roland Garcia with a break and run out in rack number 3. The referee, Jaynard Orque. Michael Tab, huh?
Sabihin ko sana eh. Yes, Jaynard Orque, ang Michael Tab ng Pilipinas.
Or Nigel Reese, maybe.
Hindi, more on Michael Tab talaga eh.
And the break for Jonas
Uh-oh.
is gonna find the bottom of the cup. He did make the 6. Actually made 2 balls on the break. But ball in hand for one of the legends of Philippine billiards, Antonio Nicoy Lining.
So ito yung chance niya, no? Na ma-redeem yung sarili niya doon sa kaninang pagkakamali sa
Yeah,
G's.
this is the first time he's gonna stand up since missing on the 10 ball twice
Yeah.
in rack number 2. And a really, really, really open layout. And it looks like everything he's going to be shooting here is straight. Draw it back for the 3. And he's going to pop up for the 4. So this is Nicoy Lining's rack to lose right here. He's trailing in this race to 7.
Oh, so shoutout kay Sandy De Guzman. Pa-shoutout naman to Bong Nikdao. Yun. Jobo Custom Cues. At kay Archie Labrador, pa-shoutout po mga bilyarista ng Gat Mendoza, Paranaque. Lalo na po sa boss namin, si Boss Jumbo.
Jumbo? Bustamante?
Di ba si Jumbo Bustamante? Si Ronald Oka.
Well, he's not from Parañaque. He's from Las Piñas,
Yeah,
actually.
Las Piñas.
Nicoy Lining from Mindoro. I remember very clearly that doubles matchup that they had for the gold medal against the Koreans in the 2002 Asian Games in Busan. When every time, either it was a Scotch doubles final, of course, for the gold medal. He was partnered with Francisco Bustamante. Every time the Philippines would be their turn to shoot their shot, there would be an alarm that would go off in the building, like a fire alarm.
Ayun na nga, parang napanood ko ngayon ganun.
Yeah, and then they trying to distract them, I think. And then the final shot of Antonio Lining to prepare for the 9 ball, he overshot the position for Django. So it was like something like this, but for the side pocket.
No.
And Django made the
Nakuha.
shot.
Nahuli.
Django
Okay,
made
now-
the shot and they won the gold medal. Nicoy Lining
Yeah,
jumped like 3 feet in the air.
and now this time, si Nicoy Lining gets the 10 ball
Yeah.
and ties it up with 2 points.
So we're now tied at 2 apiece in this race to 7. And again, the winner of this is going to go up against Baset Mukaibat in the quarterfinals. Again, the quarterfinals happens already today. So after this matchup between Nicoy Lining and Roland Garcia, our first quarterfinal matchup will be between Dennis Orculio and Ronnie Alcano, and followed by the matchup between Anton Raga and Jundel Mazon. Everybody is here already. In fact, Ronnie Alcano's been here a couple of hours already. And Dennis Orculio has been walking in and out of our shots every now and then
Yan,
inside.
naghihintay na lang sa labas.
Yeah. And all the other billiard players are also there outside. Yeah, Jonas Magpantay is still hanging around. Baset Mukaybat still hanging around. And this is going to be an unproductive break for Nikoy. And Roland Garcia is going to see an open layout with an easy shot on the one. No issues on the table. It's just a matter of getting the flight path together. That was the issue, though, making the one. And it looks like Nikoy has an avenue to make the one into the corner pocket. Yeah, Leaning is calling this. Getting to the two shouldn't be an issue because there is no traffic where the two is. Just a matter of pocketing this one. And she does not. He actually pots the cue ball. And the one ball eventually goes down. So an unforced error. That is unforced error number 4 already for Antonio Leaning in this match. Roland Garcia seeing if everything is out in the open. Everything is out in the open.
That's right.
It's a question of getting from the 2 to the 3.
So galing kay Mark Anthony Serrano. Sabi niya lakas na sablay, very uncharacteristic sa mga pros.
Yeah, and again this table, this table has a story, of course. We were dealing with a very thick cloth before, then the cloth was changed about less than a week ago. Along with the cloth change, even the cushions were changed and the pockets sort of became a little smaller.
Yeah, that's right.
And AJ experienced this firsthand.
Yeah, without even practicing on that table.
So you're going to see a lot of these uncharacteristic misses. But just going back to his point, of course, that Nikoy Leaning miss earlier was uncharacteristic. From the one, then he pots the cue ball. And now Roland Garcia. Oops.
Ito naman ang sabi ni Boris Burgos. Natural lang yan na sumablay. Baka walang lumaban dyan pag di sumasablay yan, mga sir. Sabi niya.
There was actually a time I heard a story where Efren Bata Reyes actually ran 50 consecutive balls.
And shout out to Melanie Garcia from Pampanga.
Yeah. The only time Efren had to miss was he had to play a safety.
Yun lang.
But before that, he made 50 consecutive in a 9-ball competition.
At ito pala si Jules Tolitz Javier Madrid. Pa-shoutout po, watching from Quezon City. Good luck, Sir Nikoy, sa bilyaran mo. Sir Nikoy, sa bilyaran mo ako natuto mag-bilyar since I was 5 years old.
We'll tell Nikoy that story later when we get to talk to him after.
Yun, mababanggit ka mamaya. Jules Tolitz Javier Madrid.
Yeah. We will tell Nikoy, and I'm sure Nikoy has touched many lives also in his long career, decades already in the sport. And it looks like Roland Garcia is on his way to take rack number 5. Again, this quick pace is to his liking. He also likes to play doubles a lot. Roland Garcia was actually partnered up with Edgy Geronimo in one of the Manny Pacquiao events before when they won the championship.
Manny Pacquiao Cup?
Yeah, I think so. For the doubles. And Roland Garcia able to run it out from the mistake on the scratch by Antonio Leaning on the 1 ball.
Ayan, so bago magsimula ulit ang susunod na rack, maraming salamat sa sponsors natin, no? Bugsy Promotions, Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Billiards Resort in Oslo, Cebu, Aqua V, V-Lugaw ang lugaw ng Cubao, Mudcakes by V, kay Karex Kayanong ng Target on Air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Bounce Apparel, Music Avenue, Vehement, All About the Process, Lulu's Apple Pie since 2000, and syempre, De Adista and Llamadista Sports Bar in Quezon City.
We'd like to say hi to the all-seeing eyes of George Ong, who is in the building.
Good evening.
There you go.
Good evening.
Is that where you got your speaking voice?
I think so.
He has a very deep and rich voice.
Hindi, galing sa mother ko. Ganito rin siya magsalita. Pag, nung nilawal ako, gano'n, gano'n siya
Well, it
scream
looks
in
like
pain.
it looks like Roland Garcia took a restroom break at the moment. Once again, we'd just like to update you on the Origin Cup, where we are right now. This is our final match in the round of 16. That means we already have 7 quarterfinalists. Dennis Orculio, Ronnie Alcano, Anton Raga, Jundel Mazon, Jericho Banyares, Livan Corteza, and Baset Mokaybat. So our matchups in the quarterfinals, which actually begins after this match, will feature Dennis Orculio taking on Ronnie Alcano. That's the first match, and that's a fireworks match, a race to 7. And after that, it'll be Anton Raga against Jundel Mazon. And then tomorrow at 3 p.m., Jericho Banyares takes on Livan Corteza in our third quarterfinal match. And of course, that is tomorrow at 3 p.m. And at 4 p.m., it will be Baset Mokaybat and the winner of this matchup between Roland Garcia and Antonio Lining. So Garcia to break here in rack number 6, leading 3 racks to 2. This break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts.
Yun. And
Nothing.
nothing went in. So it's a
Mhm.
dry break.
And an issue here that has developed between the 5 and the 6.
The 210 is kind of tempting after the one. After
He's
the
looking
1-4.
at it. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
looking at it. Yeah, usually you sort of put that on your consideration list if you see that there's a problem that developed that you have to encounter later on. So Nicoy leaning, no problem from the 1 to the 2. It's just a question of, are you shooting the combination?
Hindi.
He will not.
Okay, he will not. So ito, shout out kay baby ko.
Who?
Watching from Rizal. Pangalan yan, baka naman isipin
Really?
ng baby ko. Talaga.
Because we got 4 of them here.
What?
Those are all AJ's friends.
Oo, ating mga baby sharks. Or lady sharks.
The lady
Oo,
sharks.
diba?
You get to see them tonight during the Sharks 9-ball showdown.
Shout out to Bien Hareno watching from Nagano, Japan.
Oh, wow.
Go Nikoy, proud kababayan from Calapan City, Oriental, Mindoro.
And as was mentioned earlier, of course, Nicoy Lining does spend a lot of time in Japan. Pretty
Yeah,
much the same
mhm.
way Francisco Bustamante spends a lot of time in Germany.
That's right.
And now, the 4-ball, he gets the position he wants to break up the 5-6.
I think he won't get there
Yeah.
unless if I don't know if he could just
Probably go forward a rack or 2 racks. Let's see if he can do this. He's going to go off 1 rail. Oh, that means
the
he can make the 5.
or he could
He could hook.
yeah he could hook Roland with the 6 ball or the 6 ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And just pop the 5 out of there, replace it with a cue ball. I'm not quite sure if this goes, but
Okay, sa
he's
mga
calling the 5 into the corner, though.
so it'll go, no? Baka using the 7. Using the
Just
7
to get
ball.
out of the gravity of the 6 first.
Ay, yun
Oh.
lang.
That was strange.
Hindi natin alam kung ano nasa isip ni ni Idol, no?
Yeah. He maybe thought he could see it.
Sa mga nagtatanong kung bakit wala daw yung mga baby sharks or lady sharks natin
Nah.
since day 1
Yeah.
sa finals po
We
natin
gave
may
them the
kita.
day off. AJ gave them budget to go to the mall.
Lakas baka DOM naman yung dating mo. Grabe.
Go to the mall. Buy a bag.
Dirty lang ako, hindi pa old man.
Ah.
Yan, dirty lang.
How about this guy behind you? George Ong is behind us. And the Spadahan will now begin. Although Nikoy can see this 5 into the corner, I think the plan of Roland was to get the cue ball behind the 10. And he can actually even yank the 6 out. Let's see if he does this. And he's calling the 5 into the corner. Remember, this is rack number 6. Roland Garcia is leading 3 racks to 2. Gets it. Did not make contact with the 6, however. So, decision time again for leaning. 6-7 looks to be aligned. Or you can play the 7 as a billiard, but then you lose the 6. It's gonna call the 6 into the side.
Dual shot to.
Yeah, he's gonna try to hide
Gagawin niya. Baka
behind the
sakali
10.
lang pumasok kaya
Yeah.
kinol niya. Pero yun, containing shot na lang ang kailangan niyang gawin. Distansya.
Mm-hmm.
Pero wala. Kita pa rin to.
Yeah. Question is, if you're Roland Garcia, do you take this on? He's shaking his head.
Ang dami na naman lumalabas na comments. Sabi, may nagsabi, sayang walang mga chicks. Siguro pinatanggal kasi nadidistract daw si Dennis Orgullo.
No, that's not true. In fact, one of them is already here outside with Dennis
Sa labas
Orgullo
na.
and the rest of our friends. Gutsy effort. Will he get rewarded?
Behind the 7, sana gusto niya mangyari doon.
Yeah.
Kaso nga lang, eto, kitang-kita itong 6.
And Nikoy can just hit this a little thick and hide the cue ball behind the 10. Yeah, but he doesn't have much rail to work with. Doesn't have much ball to work with because the ball's against the rail. Yeah, try to hide it behind the 8 instead. But that's seen.
Good effort.
Yeah, it's seen though. And this is a shot that Roland Garcia can take on.
So may nagsasabi dito parang wala daw sila sa kondisyon. Well,
They only had
sila-
one practice rack
yun lang
each.
nga. Hindi sila nakapag-practice dahil nga tuloy-tuloy lang ang ano natin, no? Mga labanan natin.
Yeah.
At isa lang ang table dito sa Sharks
Yeah.
Den.
Yeah, that's another one. Because usually when you have competitions, there are several practice tables that you can use. This came up short for Roland Garcia. And Nikoy, being left-handed, should not have any problems with this. Well, it came up though. It came up. And
Is the 6 ball makeable?
oh,
I think at this angle, hindi ata dahil sa 10 ball.
yeah. And there's another defensive option here. There's your defensive option. Oh, but it will not make it to the 8. Nikoy can see the 6.
Yeah, pero hindi, he got hooked by the 8.
Oh, did he make it to the 8? So Nikoy is gonna have to kick. He's gonna call the 6 ball in the corner pocket. That means he's going 2 rails. Can he contain this? 2 rails. Oh, that's about as best a result as you can get
Mhm.
from where he was.
So, Think he can hide the cue ball behind the 7 or make the 6?
I'm not sure if he wants to go offensive. Because if he misses... Yeah. I think he's talking about what you're talking about earlier. Hiding the cue ball behind the 7. Sending the 6 down table. Oh, he just went
Oh.
for the 6 straight on offensive shot. Still a difficult role for Nicoy Lining. Still calling the 6 ball into the corner, but this is a very difficult role.
Ito, may nababasa na naman ng comment dito.
Ooh.
Uy, hintay lang, namumog yun.
And it's
Going to be open.
It's
The 6
open.
ball on the side is available for Roland Garcia. Kaya ito na nga, may sinasabi tong si Marwin Cabriana Molina. Sabi niya, Jundel Mazon versus Nicoy sa finals ng Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Ayan.
Yeah, Roland's gonna take this on into the side. And he drops it. And gets good position on the 7 as well.
Yeah.
So Roland Garcia, if he runs this out, he'll take a 4-2 lead against Antonio Lining.
No overcooked, pero okay
Can
pa rin.
still see
Meron
into
pa
the
rin
side.
side pocket.
Yeah. There are 6 pockets in this billiard table.
Yun. Titingnan ko saan lalanding itong pato pagkatapos nitong 8.
Just needs to push it a bit. There you go. Roland Garcia has this 10 ball to take a 4-2 lead against Antonio Lining in the quarterfinals or in the round of 16 of the Origin Cup.
At ito na siguro ang first time na matatalo ni Roland Garcia itong
At least in the tournament format,
yeah,
right?
yun na nga. Itong si Nicoy Lining.
Yeah, because I'm sure they've gone up against each other in the money game scene. And I'm sure Roland's won a few because he's won a few in his lifetime anyway. And you can see there. Legendary Antonio Nicoy Lining. But it will be Roland Garcia up to break. Here in rack number 7. And what's going on there with the comments again? These guys are getting funny again.
Yun na nga. Well, ito yung pinaka okay na nakita kong comment. Another comment from Anito Kid Mapugay. Nicoy was also one of the pillars of the Negros billiards table, one of the powerhouses of Philippine pool, which headed by my good friend and benefactor, Jonathan C., aka Boss Joe. The other 2 powerhouses of Philippine billiards are Puyat Sports and Bugsy Promotions, yan headed by our good friend, Mr. Perry Mariano, and his better half, Mrs. Verna Mariano.
Well, 10 ball went down, but so did the cue ball for Roland Garcia. And a very, very, very open layout now for Nicoy Lining.
So ito na, isa sa mga chance na rin niya para makahabol dito. Because Roland Garcia is leading 4 points.
Yeah. 4-2 lead in terms of the racks won. And the speed was played perfectly. So no more issues here for Nicoy Lining. It's just a matter of pocketing already at this point. Imagine how fast this game would be if you had a golden break on the 10 ball.
Yun na nga. At napansin din ng mga Shark Fanatics dyan na madalas pumasok ang 10 ball.
Yeah.
Pero syempre, yung rules ng 10 ball, walang golden break. So
There is no
balik
golden
sa
break.
spot.
Even for 8 ball, there is no golden break in 8 ball.
Although may rules
are some.
na panalo.
Yeah, there
Panalo
are
ka na pag
some.
nakuha
Yeah.
mo yung 8.
There's some, but the international rule is if you make the 8, it just comes back out in 8 ball. That was the key shot. And everything,
Is A-okay.
yeah, it's pretty good now for Antonio Lining. He's still trailing though in this race to 7, 4 games to 2, 4x to 2.
So may question si Baby ko. Mga Lodi, may next tournament pa ba kayo para makanood ulit ng live stream? Yun na nga.
Exhibitions
Ang susunod.
first.
Oh, yun na nga yung susunod na laban, no, sa January 23. Ang doubles match, Scotch doubles, Efren Bata Reyes. Ang party niya si Renato Alcano versus Carlo Biado and Django Bustamante.
And with that 10 ball, Nicoy Lining creeps up on Roland Garcia. Garcia still leading, but only by 1. 4 racks to 3 as we enter rack number 8 and our sponsors.
Yeah. Bugsy Promotions, Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu, Aqua V, V Lugaw ang lugaw ng Cubao, Mud Cakes by V, Kikarex Kayano ng Target on Air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Bounce Apparel, Music Avenue, Vehement, All About the Process, Lulu's Apple Pie since 2000, and syempre ang Dehadista Sports Bar and Liamadista in Quezon City.
So this break now by Antonio Lining is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts. And he is trying to tie this match up. Ball almost gets
Another.
kicked in.
Where's the cue ball?
It's still there.
Oh,
but
look at that.
It's a dry break.
This could be a one rail
Yeah.
combination, don't you think?
Yeah, he's calling it right now.
Yeah, one rail combination.
Yeah. Yeah, kick shot to
Kick-
the 1.
Yeah, kick combination. Or can he see this full?
Yeah, he can see it
I
full.
can see it fully.
Yeah. So
There
Roland
we have it.
Garcia,
Now
just
5
like
points.
that. Yeah, 5 to 3
That quick.
against Antonio Lining. So he will be breaking in rack number 9. Roland Garcia, 39-year-old from Magalang, Pampanga, who has been a professional since 15 years already. For 15 years already.
Ayan, sa mga nagtatanong kung anong susunod after this Origin Cup, the duel Alcano Reyes versus Bustamante and Biado dito sa Sharks 10-ball showdown. Race to 25. Siyempre 3 p.m. mag-uumpisa po yan. So next week na yan mga kaibigan, no? At live po tayo.
Yeah, that's this coming Saturday already.
Oh, yung mga gustong makita kay Champ.
Yeah, not
Efren
tomorrow.
Bata
Not
Reyes.
not tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the semifinals and the finals of the Origin Cup.
That's right.
We will begin at 3 p.m. tomorrow. Break, 10 ball goes down again. Means Garcia gets to stay on the table with a very weird layout. So he's studying this layout right now. Obviously, it's going to be a push out because he cannot see the 1 ball, Roland Garcia. So what to do right now? Is Nicoy Lining going to be looking at a favorable shot? Yeah, the push out probably he's looking at here is just to send this to a place where the 1 can be seen. That's way down table though.
Kita ba tong uno?
I
Kita ng buo.
think, yeah, he can see the whole thing, and Nikoy's going to study this. But again, there are a lot of blocking balls there.
So baka ang gawin dito is to hide the cue
yeah,
ball.
behind the 5.
Behind the 5.
Yeah.
Tama. Hit the 1 ball head on. Just enough para tumago sa likod ng 5. Right there. Oops. Lilitaw ata.
Came out, yeah, it came out. But he's still partially hooked behind the 5. Yeah, partially hooked behind the 5. And our lady sharks have made their way to our area.
Yun na nga. At mamaya yan sa Sharks 9 Ball Showdown, mga kapatid.
So what is the decision here now for Roland Garcia? He may have to use 2 rails and crisscross the banks, but he's going for 2 rails just the normal way. 1, 2, make contact, but did not get behind the 4. So what Nikoy can do right now is just to use the 5 as a blocking ball again. Send the 1 behind the 5. Oh, he gets it behind the 3, but did he get there? Still has him hooked behind the 1. It's partially seen though.
Yeah, tumulong tong 9.
Yeah. Very difficult to go in a safety battle against a veteran, although, yeah, part of this 1 is seen. Oh, look at this response. Oh, almost perfect. Nikoy can see part of this 1. He's actually going to call it in the cross corner. Oh, he's going to make it too. Wow. Does
But
he get lucky
the
with the cue ball?
No. He hooked himself behind the 8.
No, he's going to jump. He's going to call the cue ball or the 2 ball into the corner pocket. If he can get this, everything's automatic already.
Yeah.
And he gets it. That is Antonio leading for you.
The silver lining. Ayan. At wala nang problema
this is
dito.
all automatic already at this point. The position on the 4 is gonna be in the same pocket.
Hindi na ako masusurprise kung ma-run out niya to dahil that was a very confidence boosting shot na ginawa niya doon sa dos.
Yeah. He just needs to control the speed of this cue ball now to get from the 3 to the 4. And he uses the 7 too as a breaking ball. So yeah, this is a layout that Leaning can put away. Settle for a long shot on the 5. When he can just roll this down a bit, he can still get to the 6. Bounce up 1 rail, get the 7 into the side. No problems anymore. Actually did a full roll to get straight on the 6. And now draw back for the 7.
Draw or
Do the same
corrida,
shot. Do the same shot.
to go out.
Yeah.
Ayun, draw. Just a better draw for the 7.
Yeah. Nikoy leaning. No more problems here in rack number 9. And our Lady Sharks are getting ready. Wish you could see what we could see.
Anyways. So going back to our game.
Yeah. That's just a matter of fact comment.
2 balls away to cut the lead of Roland Garcia to just 1.
Yeah. Antonio
There you
leaning
have it.
takes rack number 9
Mm-hmm.
and is trailing 5-4 against Roland Garcia. And again, our sponsors are at hand.
Yes, Bugsy Promotions, Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu, Aqua V, V Lugaw ang lugaw ng Cubao, Mudcakes by V, kay Karex Kayanong ng Target on Air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Bounce Apparel, Music Avenue, Vehement, all about the process, Lulu's Apple Pie since 2000, and syempre ang ating Dehadista and Liamadista Sports Bar in Quezon City.
Following this match, of course, the quarterfinals will begin. Dennis Orculio versus Ronnie Alcano. That is the next match on tap. And we will end the Origin Cup for today with the second quarterfinal matchup between Anton Raga and Jundel Mazon. Leaning on the break, makes the 6, or makes a ball on the break.
Yeah, and that break shot is brought to you by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts.
Yeah, it appears to be the 9 ball is the one that went down. So Leaning has a dual shot here. He can go for this 1-7 combination and also send the cue ball to where the 6 is right now, just in case that doesn't work out. And he also has a 2-10. 2-10 combination.
2-10 combination, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
So
that's-
it's just a matter of who gets to the 1 first.
Yeah, and
So he's calling the 7.
yeah, he's calling the 7. He's going to play the combination.
Needs to control the 1 afterwards, though.
Well, he can actually also send the cue ball to the other corner
Yeah.
as well, where the 6 is. He's playing this with a lot of top.
Whoa. Okay.
So it's a
So play
safety
safe.
shot.
Yeah, place a containing shot on the 1.
But, oh, okay. But the 6 is seen, though. You play a billiard from the 1 to the 6.
Yeah, but did he hooked him with a 5?
Hard to tell from this angle, but doesn't seem like it. See, look at that. He can still run the cue ball to the 1 and then go to the 6. Yeah, that's what Roland Garcia is looking at right now. He's going to send the 1 to the middle of the table if he does this. Is he going for a long distance bank? Oh, he tried for the 6.
Where will the 1 land?
Oh, well.
Good effort, though.
Yeah. So what Nikoy Dini can do here is actually put the 1 behind the 4. Send the cue ball down table. Oh, he's going to use those balls down there. Well,
The question is, can Roland see the 1? or part of the one.
You can see a part of the one, that's for sure. It's just how much of the one can he see? Yeah, you can see from the top angle, this one ball is partially seen. Now the question is how to get. Yeah, what's the attack? Jaynard called something. Oh, he can see most of it. He can see all of it actually. Well,
Okay.
Nikoy can see this.
Yeah.
He can attack this. It's like a spot shot in rotation.
He just needs to get behind the 2 ball for that combination.
Yeah, he needs to do a lot with the cue ball to get there.
So let's see.
He's playing it straight. He's going to use the natural angle to come up.
Oh,
Missed it.
will this be a sellout
It
though?
looks like Roland can have this.
Hindi pa madali dahil nakadikit yung pato sa
Yeah.
sa rail.
Well, so much for trying to get that 2-10 combination. He's going to bank it. Cross bank. Gonna go cross corner. What a shot.
Wow, ito na.
Cross bank.
The cross bank and now the 2-10 combination coming right up.
And this is to get him on the hill. He would have preferred, of course, to be a lot closer for this shot. Missed it though. Yeah. And the cue ball will land on top of the 2, and Nikoy has an open table.
Missed opportunity there
Yeah.
by Roland Garcia.
Well, not really an open table because the 3 doesn't pass the 10 or the 5. Might end up playing a 3-5 combination. Or does the 3 pass the 10?
I don't think so. Okay, so he called the 3 on the corner for a
Yeah,
bang.
looks like it passes the 10.
Oh,
Doesn't look like it from here.
the 6 ball is there.
Oh, he
pala.
called the 6 ball. Okay. So he's gonna back the 3 into the 6.
Ooh,
Missed
almost.
it. And this is
Ooh, wait. Is this
wow,
still
interesting. Interesting.
on? Is this 3 ball still on?
That's interesting. The 5 is on in the billiard.
Yun, nababaw tuloy si Anito Kid. Mapugay do sa shot kanina ni
Yeah.
Roland Garcia.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Cross bank.
5. Yeah. The 5 is on though for a billiard shot. I'm wondering that 6 has been out there for a long time already. It looks like he's gonna take this on. Or probably not. He has not called a pocket yet. He's looking at this billiard as well as a possibility. calling the 3 into the corner, so it may pass. Nikoy is also looking at this.
Good effort.
Yeah, but Nikoy can see this. Tried to hook him behind the 5. Maybe he can't see this. He can see a kick shot though. He's gonna go behind the back. Watch out for the 5.
Wow.
He saw enough of
nice
it.
shot.
Yeah, he saw enough of it. Then suddenly, open sesame.
An open table for Antonio Lining.
Yeah. The problem started with Roland Garcia when he went for the 210 combination, even if it was from distance. So how are our comments right now from this one? Rail first.
So ngayon, wala pa masyadong comments.
Yeah,
Yan.
good shot by Antonio Lining.
Si Kabuto. So si Kabuto si Roland Garcia, di ba? Tama?
Yeah,
Kabuto.
Mhm.
Si Raymond Alones, sabi niya, idol ko, si Kabuto. Yan, shoutout sa'yo.
He'll still be okay. Just came up short on position for the 8. He can still run around. 2, probably 3 rails to get to the 10.
Perfect.
3 rails. And we have a tied match.
5 games apiece. Ngayon, dito kay Ronald Garcia and kay Antonio Lining.
Antonio Lining will be breaking in rack number 11. But first, of course, the duel is about to happen.
Yes, on January 23, huwag nung kakalimutan yan. Alcano Reyes versus Bustamante and Biado. Sa mga gusto makita kay Efren Reyes. At sa mga nabitin din kay Carlo Biado dito sa Origin Cup,
Yan.
makikita nyo na naman ang mga idol nyo sa The Duel. Dito sa Sharks 10-ball showdown, race to 25 doubles. So ang ano dito is yung Scotch doubles, yung palitan ng tira. 3 p.m. po yan, live po yan.
That's on January 23. Right now, rack number 11 about to happen in this match between Roland Garcia and Antonio Lining, tied at 5. And the winner will be the last quarter finalist and will go up against Baset Mokaibat tomorrow at 4 p.m. Of course, tomorrow at 3 p.m., that will be the start of day number 3. It will be Jericho Banyares taking on, Lee Van Corteza.
Oh, we have Jeffrey De Luna here.
Oh,
Hi sa inyong lahat. Please support my match tomorrow. Thank you and God bless to all of you.
yeah, Jeff
Ayan.
DeLuda is already in the United States right now, and he'll
Good
be
luck
going
sa'yo.
up, against I believe what I've learned is, correct me if I'm wrong, Bull. He's going up against one of the top Russian players.
Sino ba?
I forgot the
Fedor
name.
Gorst?
Yeah, Jeff is probably going to tell us. So Lining successful on the break, but we'll have to play a push out here. There's his push out. And you can see that the 1 is partially seen. There's an issue with the 5 and the 9. Is Roland gonna return this?
Yon, sabi ni Jeffrey Delor, si Feder Gorst nga.
Yeah, Feder Gorst.
Tama.
Good luck to the bull.
Kayang-kaya mo yan. Maning-mani sa'yo yan, Jeff.
Oh, went for it.
Oo,
and
cue ball.
gets kicked. So Leaning does not have an open table.
Itong 5-9, magkatikit pa rin.
Yeah. Still some work to be done. Getting from the 1 to the 3, not a problem. To the 4, now from the 4 to the... Maybe he can break it from the 3.
Pwede. Pero...
He's going to play combination first, 1 to 4. So Antonio Leaning called for the 1-4 combination. Oh, made both
Sumama,
balls.
Pero okay lang.
Yeah, I think that's part of the plan anyway. Now he's going to have to play a little inside on this 3 to make contact with the 5. You can hear the voice of Dennis Orculio already downstairs. Here it is, inside spin. Able to knock everything out.
Problema. Dito sa rack na to.
Yeah, she's going to draw back now for the 6, leave it there for the 7, or draw back a bit for the 7. He played it off one rail. Do the same thing now to get to the 7. He's going to take the 8 into the same pocket as he's shooting the 7 right now. Came up a bit short, but he's still okay.
Still okay.
Playing behind the back, left-handed. So Nicoy Leaning 2 balls away from being on the hill. Nicoy Leaning will be breaking for the match, AJ.
Ito na, Antonio Leaning suddenly, no? Na 6 points na, no?
Yeah. 6 racks to 5 now. Entering rack number 12.
So
he is
bago
breaking,
magsimula ang rack number 12 natin, maraming salamat sa ating sponsors. Bugsy Promotions, Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu, Aqua V, V-Lugaw ang lugaw ng Cubao, Mud Cakes by V, Kikarex Kayanong ng Target on Air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Bounce Apparel, Music Avenue, Vehement, all about the process, Lulu's Apple Pie since 2000, and syempre sa ating Dehadista and Liamarista Sports Bar in Quezon City.
So tandaan po natin, the quarterfinals begin right away after nitong ating laban. So we will not be pausing anymore. We have the quarterfinal matchup between Dennis Orculio and Ronnie Alcano, followed by Anton Raga versus Jundel Mazon. But first, can Antonio Leaning end the round of 16 on this rack? This break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts. Nothing down on the break, but no
Nothing
shot
down.
on the 1. Roland Garcia is going to push out. Oh, check that. The cue ball is the one upstairs. I thought it was the one that's downstairs. Yeah, check that. I correct myself now. Yeah.
Kala ko itong ano,
I thought the 9 ball was the
push
cue
out pa
ball.
dyan. Oo.
Yeah, I thought the 9 ball was a cue ball. So, yeah, there's an offensive shot. Missed it.
So again, leaning on the table.
He'll call the 1 ball to the corner pocket, and this will be an open layout if he makes this. Open layout now for Antonio Leaning. So just needs to take care of business now. From the 2 to the 3. 3 into the side pocket. And get the 4 into the bottom left corner.
Wala nang problema talaga
Yeah.
dito. Puwera usog.
Yan ka na naman, ha? Your broadcaster's curse might curse one of my last men standing.
Looking good. Antonio Lining.
Yeah, the 6 passes the 10. Probably get the 7 in the same corner. Or you can also take it in the other corner. It all depends on how much it passes the 10. And the other corner.
Perfect.
Let's play a draw shot now for the... If it's straight, you can play a draw shot for the 9. No,
But
if
do you
it's
think
not,
he's
yeah, it's going
playing-
forward.
Yeah.
There you go.
2 rails for the 9, and it's safe to say that this match will be over soon.
There you go again.
Look at this, man. I can do this.
These
too.
are pros.
Yeah. This last 2 balls with my eyes closed.
No, you cannot.
Well, at least the last ball I can. You know.
No, you can't.
I can.
Oh, well, this one,
Okay.
to make it to the quarterfinals.
Finals.
Antonio Lining is through to the quarterfinals of the Origin Cup after defeating Roland Garcia 7 racks to 5. And our quarterfinals are now set. In fact, our quarterfinals will begin with that man who just walked in, about ready to go against that man who also just walked in. It will be Dennis Orculio versus Ronnie Alcano, quarterfinal number 1, followed later on by Anton Raga and Jundel Mazon. That's quarterfinal number 2. Quarterfinal number 3, Jericho Banyares taking on Livan Corteza. And quarterfinal number 4 will be Baset Mukaybat taking on Antonio Lining. So we will have our quarterfinals matchup number 1 in just a few moments. So keep it right here on the Origin Cup.